Hi all, today we are going to learn a small topic in the subject computer aided design and analysis. Already we are discussing 6th module and today's topic is stress strain relationship and stiffness matrix of CST element. First of all, we start with stress strain relationship. It is also known as D matrix for a solid mechanics problem. For that, we consider a three-dimensional element as shown in the figure with normal stresses sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. From the figure you can see sigma x, sigma y and sigma z are the normal stresses, tau xy, tau yz and tau zx are the shear stresses. And according to Hooke's law, we can write it as sigma is equal to E into epsilon, where sigma is stress, E is Young's modulus, epsilon is the strain. So normal stresses can be written as sigma x equal to E into epsilon x, sigma y is equal to E into epsilon y, sigma z is equal to E into epsilon z. And strain in three-dimensional can be expressed by the equation which is studied in our mechanics of solid class as epsilon x equal to 1 by E into sigma x minus 1 minus mu into sigma y minus 1 mu into sigma z. This is the equation studied in our mechanics of solid class. Similarly, we can write equation for epsilon y and epsilon z. And from these three equations, we can write it in matrix form, and the equation will be epsilon x y z is equal to 1 by E into matrix 1 minus mu minus mu minus mu 1 minus mu minus mu minus mu 1 into matrix sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. You can compare this term with this one, that is coordinates of sigma x, sigma y, sigma z is expressed as this matrix. That is for first equation sigma x equal to 1, that is expressed here. Sigma y is coordinate is minus mu, that is written here. Sigma z coordinate is minus mu, that is written here. Similarly, in equation 2, sigma y coordinate is 1, so middle term will be 1. Sigma z coordinate is minus mu, sigma x coordinate is minus mu, that is expressed here and here. Similarly, this equation also. So when we are going to find sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, we need to take this part to the left hand side. So we can have the equation as sigma x, sigma y, sigma z equal to E into inverse of previous matrix, that is 1 minus mu minus mu minus mu 1 minus mu minus mu minus mu 1 into epsilon x, epsilon y, epsilon z. So we need to find inverse of this matrix. If a matrix is A, then inverse of matrix will be adjoint A divided by determinant A, where adjoint A is the transpose of cofactor matrix. And when doing here, we will get this equation as stress sigma x, sigma y, sigma z is equal to Young's modulus E divided by, this term will be the determinant of previous matrix, that is 1 minus 3 mu square minus 2 mu cube, and this will be the adjoint A matrix, and this is the strain matrix. So when comparing here, you can see that this term in a form A square minus B square. So it can be expressed as A plus B into A minus B. So here 1 plus mu into 1 minus mu. Here you can take mu outside, so this term will become mu into 1 plus mu. Mu into 1 plus mu. This term also mu into 1 plus mu. This term will become 1 plus mu into 1 minus mu. Mu into 1 plus mu. Mu into 1 plus mu. Mu into 1 plus mu. Here 1 plus mu into 1 minus mu. So you can see that in every terms there is a common term 1 plus mu. You can take 1 plus mu outside, then equation will become like this. Now we are factoring this determinant side, that is, you can write this equation as 1 plus mu into 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu. When substituting that one, you can see like this, and you can cancel 1 plus mu at top and bottom, and final equation will be sigma x, sigma y, sigma z is equal to Young's modulus E divided by 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into matrix 1 minus mu, 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 1 minus mu, 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 1 minus mu into strain epsilon x, epsilon y, epsilon z. Now we are going to study shear stress in the three-dimensional figure. We have an equation for shear stress as tau is equal to G into gamma, where gamma is the shear strain and G is the modulus of rigidity. There are three types of shear stresses, that is tau xy, tau yz, tau zx, and it can be expressed as tau xy is equal to G into gamma xy, tau yz equal to G into gamma yz, tau zx equal to G into gamma zx. So there is a common term G, and it can be compared with E, or G can be expressed in terms of E or Young's modulus as G is equal to E divided by 2 into 1 plus mu. This is an equation studied in our mechanics of solid class. And first equation can be rewrite as tau xy into G can be expressed as E by 2 into 1 plus mu into gamma xy. Or in previous slide we have an special term at the downside, that is 1 minus 2 mu. So for making in such a way, we are multiplying and dividing 1 minus 2 mu on both sides. We will get this equation like this way, and finally you can write it as E divided by 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into 1 minus 2 mu divided by 2 into gamma xy. This is the common term for normal stresses. So in similar way we can derive equation for tau yz and tau xz, and final equation can be written as sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, tau xy, tau yz, tau zx equal to E divided by 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into matrix 1 minus mu, 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 1 minus mu, 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 1 minus mu. Here all other terms will be 0, and this term will become 1 minus 2 mu by 2, 1 minus 2 mu by 2, 1 minus 2 mu by 2. These are the strain elements. For the first three stress condition, that is normal stress, there will be normal strains. So all shear strains will be 0. And in second stage, this is tau xy, tau yz, tau zx are shear stress, and here these are shear strains. So normal strains will become 0 at this side, and you can see the relation which written in previous slide. And we have an equation for stress as stress sigma is equal to D into epsilon, where D is the stress strain relationship matrix and epsilon is the strain matrix. So comparing this equation and this equation, we can write the common equation for D, that is D is equal to this term, that is Young's modulus E divided by 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into this big matrix, 6 by 6 matrix. D matrix is known as stress strain relationship matrix. Now we are going to learn plane stress conditions. For analysis of thin plane or beams, we are using plane stress conditions. Here we are taking stress in third direction, that is z direction, as 0. It is useful for pipe vessel designing or bullet designing. All such hoop stress are determined by plane stress conditions. That are the practical examples of plane stress conditions. And according to plane stress condition, we can write sigma x sigma y tau xy is equal to Young's modulus E divided by 1 minus mu square into 1 mu 0 mu 1 0 0 0 1 minus mu by 2 into sigma x sigma y gamma xy. That is, in previous condition there are 6 stresses and 6 strains. Among them, z direction is eliminated for 2D conversion or taking it as plane stress conditions. It is very important for an FEM problem to solve a 3D element by converting it into 2D analysis. For that, z direction is taken as 0, that is sigma z is equal to 0, tau yz equal to 0, tau zx equal to 0. Similarly, epsilon also will become 0, that is epsilon z is equal to 0, gamma yz equal to 0, gamma zx equal to 0. We are considering stress for plane stress conditions, strain for plane strain conditions. So this will be the equation, and D matrix will be the middle term, because this is stress, this is strain, so this will be the stress strain relationship matrix. The derivation of this term will be expressed in the comment box. Please go to comment box for the derivation of plane stress condition. So plane strain condition is discussed here. Sorry, in previous case we have discussed plane stress. So here plane strain condition is discussed. Here strain is the main parameter, and here the third direction strain is taken as 0. That is, we have told in the previous slide that in previous slide we have taken sigma as 0, sigma z as 0, here epsilon z as 0. For that, we are taking sigma x sigma y and tau xy is equal to E into 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into 1 minus mu 0 mu 1 minus mu 0 0 0 1 minus 2 mu by 2. This can be directly get from the previous equation. Stress strain equation is derived in previous slide, that is sigma x sigma y sigma z tau xy tau yz tau zx. Among them we are deleting all z direction terms and we can get this equation, and final D matrix will be this one. And for both these plane stress condition or plane strain condition, there should be a formula for finding maximum normal stress, minimum normal stress and principal angle. And you can see the equation as maximum normal stress as sigma max equal to sigma 1 is equal to sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 square plus tau xy square. And minimum normal stress will be this one, where instead of positive sign here we are taking negative sign. And maximum shear stress can be expressed as this root term, that is root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 square plus tau xy square. You should be very careful that maximum shear stress is this side. And for principal angle, there is an equation for principal angle, that is tan 2 theta p is equal to 2 into tau xy divided by sigma x minus sigma y. Now we are going to learn stiffness matrix for CST element. We have equation for stiffness matrix. For one dimensional element we have discussed this equation, that is K is equal to integral B transpose D into B into dV. When integrating, dV will become, or when integrating, this is only the term varying, dV will become V, or it can be written as A into T, where A is the area and T is the thickness. When substituting values, that is area we know from the previous video as A is equal to, for CST A is equal to 1 by 2 into x1 y2 minus x2 y1 plus x2 y3 minus x3 y2 plus x3 y1 minus x1 y3. This is the equation studied in our previous video and it should be by hearted. And we have derived B matrix in the previous video, that is written here, and we need to take transpose of this matrix. That's simple. We need to rearrange the matrix, that is B transpose is given here. And for a plain stress problem, we must take D matrix as given in the previous slide. That's D is equal to E by 1 minus mu square into matrix 1 mu 0 mu 1 0 0 0 1 minus mu by 2. Or in plane strain condition, we need to take D matrix as E by 1 plus mu into 1 minus 2 mu into matrix 1 minus mu mu 0 mu 1 minus mu 0 0 0 1 minus 2 mu by 2. Thank you.